Let us continue playing The Darkest Dungeon. When we last left off, I spent rather too much money off screen. Essentially what I've done, and I noticed as well I was upgrading Zelios' stats, is obviously giving Zelios a bit of a boost. I also gave Glyphkeeper a bit of a boost, getting all his stats up to level 2. I also upgraded his weapons to level 2 as well while I was at it. I boosted Kitsuna's skills to level 2 and then realised how little money I had left for what I was about to do. But anyway, we've equipped another first level party into this one because we want to take on a boss. And given that we would ideally like to go here and do things, here's what I was thinking. I was looking through the roster and thinking, actually, it'd be very nice to have some people around level 3, but obviously if I've got to deal with all the bosses, and I assume there's 2 per area at each difficulty, based on the list, we still have quite a lot of these to do, and I prefer to do it with a party that is best equipped to do it. So, we're going to go on one of the bosses. Do we want to go for the Swine Prince, the Siren, or the Necromancer's Apprentice? Let's have a look at that. Hellion item would be nice. Cleansing Crystal's okay. A lot of dodge for a lot of accuracy, though. Well, a lot of dodge reduction for a lot of accuracy. And also, I suppose here we got the most chance of getting... we got more chance of getting deeds, I suppose. So... we head off. I've already equipped people with trinkets. Starting, of course, with our Leg Doctor, who has now a ridiculous amount of stun increase chance. Hence why I also kind of focus on the stun skills here. Pretty much, Zelios' job in this one is going to be to plague anything he can, stun anything he can't plague, and occasionally do small amounts of healing. And also, that heals bleed, which is very useful when we have you. And while your heal's now gone up, I think the bleed chance went up as well. So, hurrah. But vulnerability hex has improved. The artillery is increased, or it has a lower damage modifier reduction, and this is an 11% critical now. It's very nice. I've upgraded his Kitsuna's abilities while he's in abomination mode, so we might still be doing something of that. There is a lot of negative effects we've got to get rid of on his side, though. Hopefully we might be able to trade something out here with something else, we'll see. And finally we have Tofu Boy, who has been a bit of a boss-killing rock so far. But we'll see how things progress as we enter here. So we get 1 anti-venom to start with. We will take 2 shovels. We will take 2 bandages. We should take 2 keys. We should take a holy water. And I'm going to regret not selling some things off, aren't I? Okay, it's all about rarity. So what don't we really want here? It's the bloody dice. Our jester abilities, bleed chance increase. He does have bleed weapons that will be useful. It's probably actually the bloodthirst ring I don't particularly want, because I think the drop in stat is too much for that. I've already sold off a lot of my rare stuff. I didn't just get a lot of money as well. I've been playing really badly, I think, in this regard. Still, we're going to take 16 torches, and we're going to take as much food as we can carry. In fairness, I wanted to carry a little more than that. Oh, I don't want to sell another thing, do I? I could sell a Dazzling Charm off, I suppose. I do have better things than that now. Or I can just downgrade what I'm doing here. So return a key. I'm going to regret that. That buys 2 more food. Return 2 torches. We'd better win this fight. That's all I will say about this. Alright, fine. We're going to risk it and go down to that. 16 food. Less light than we would like. 1 camp story with these lot.
My lofty position wasn't always accompanied by the fear of office. And there was a time when I could walk the streets or raise a glass in the tavern without concern for molestation. Faithful as the tide, one precocious village waif made it her hobby to shadow my every errand. It was charming then, troublesome later.
Okay, so Siren. I already have a rough inclination to how this is probably going to go. Charm effects, probably. Maybe even conversing my people against me. Or just being outright evil, preventing them from attacking, I suppose. I will not attack such a visage, perhaps. I don't know.
I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
Well, she's either there, or there. I'm betting she's not here, but this is where we're going to go first. We're going to travel along here, back up, camp somewhere along here probably, and then check out these two areas out. So, it begins, and it begins straight away with an encounter. 4 spearfishers, but they are surprised. I'm surprised we're going to get all 4 of them, in fairness. Right. Stunning the 2 at the back seems like an okay start. I would normally play grenade here, obviously, but we've got to worry about those 2 a little bit. Manacles for another stun. And now we can go Eldritch Artillery. And these are Eldritch creatures, actually, so huzzah. Additional damage done, and we'll try and hack this front one to death. Didn't quite work. But that was as good a start as we were going to manage. And we immediately take 6. Right, all the stunning has happened. And now we'll see what a Plague Grenade can make out. Now, Plague Grenade is now doing 5 points of plague damage around, which has already claimed a victim. Unfortunately, you're best off attacking somebody else then, aren't you? Let's go for a Vulnerability Hex. One of them is going to get a turn regardless.
Confidence surges.
Now at least it's only going to be the one of them. I can still stun this front one with an outside chance of finishing him off.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And obviously with Slash for a reasonable amount. But you have the ability to heal yourself, so you should be fine. Hack for 11.
Give them no quarter.
Plague for death. Okay, some rewards coming in.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I wonder how this works. Sack's contents are ours, thankfully not stolen. 50 gold works by spending it, you abomination. Alright, we'll light a torch before we get into the room.
Is struck. A
Maximum chance of surprise. Actually, we knew we knew there wasn't anything here. And we have a scout report, which is always nice. So we're missing an encounter if we go and do things the way I was going to anyway. And we've got 2 curiosities coming up. Well, that could sort our food issues out, except that I didn't bring any herbs to... Let me buy, I am famished! Well, thankfully nothing bad happened, but this is why I wanted to take medicinal herbs and then realised how little money we had. Okay. Barnacle covered chest. There is still booty inside. A portrait and some gold. Okay, no additional scouting, so on we go. There's a trap here, and unfortunately, clicking it meant Kitsuna fell right into it.
Traps lie in wait, unsprung
He's
and thirsting for
debuffed.
blood.
Probably not be doing things with you, actually. I mean, it's a bad negative trait to have, but we'll cope, I suppose. Right, another torch before entering, just to keep us topped up. And we get to scout this room and find out whether it's worth going there. There is a battle with a curiosity. Well, it's not the boss. It might be worth doing. 2 battles, straight after the other. I think we can afford this. Provided you don't go for the fish again. Yep, I said it. You gonna disease yourself? No. That's what I'm worried about. Could have been worse, I suppose. Yes, it could have been. This game is refusing to give me choices in this matter. What negatives do you have? Anemic, calm, curious. Curiosity. In the darkest dungeon. Ask the cultist how curiosity works. Alright, well, we've got a battle coming up. I might as well light the torch again, just because we know Let's come in there, increase the surprise chance. We have a Mystic and we have 2 Spearfishers. Go for the stun. And it repositioned as well, which was nice. It only really matters for our Hellion, Tofu Boy, but still. Sacrificial Stab then. Having had a move, I suppose I might as well go for some Bile. So Blight works, and that means one of them's out. And if I can hack you... Not quite enough.
Slowly.
Got one out.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Best I can do is a disorientating blast, unless I go for a heal. Alright, we'll just stun you and reposition for now. One attack we don't have to worry about is one attack we don't have to worry about, and it means I can kill this one off.
Continue the onslaught.
And then go for some heals.
Destroy
we need them
all.
So, weird reconstruction. We'll start with that on you for 9. And resist the bleed effect, which is always a nice thing. Heal yourself for a little bit. Okay. Disorientating blast won't work, so I might as well just stick with the low heals. But again, this is mostly to heal the plague of our occultist, really. 17 crit. Well done, sir.
A faint hope
Unquenchable
blossoms.
fires of the stars.
A trifling victory,
All hail Cthulhu.
but a victory nonetheless.
Right. Oh, and more of them. Not surprised this time, though. But we have the artillery. 9 damage to the back, and that is only going to be compounded when I throw this at you. Alright, they're both dead.
The slow death, unforeseen,
Slash. The
unforgiving.
other one tends to play defensive moves, so we might even be able to just ignore him in favour of you. We have to stun him anyway while we got the chance, but
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
and he goes first, doing 7. Not a great amount, we can work with that. Stun you as well, just so we can concentrate on the Guardian for the moment, who we shall stab. There's probably no point in transforming at this stage, but putting Blight on this guy wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to do at this stage. Barnacle Barrier. We knew something like that would happen. So he's now guarded by that. We've got another plague coming up. Stun it is. Okay. Now we know we can't really hurt the Guardian in any case, so we might as well keep going for this guy, who is actually dead. Time for slow heals. I could put a vulnerability hex on for no reason other than to do it. It actually bypasses the defense for some reason. Oh, has he lost it? Ah, stunning him obviously made him lose his defense. Ah. Well, we keep that up. Let's see the slash, which we dodged this time. Actually, I was looking, and this is a fairly dodgy build I've got going on here. Most of the guys now with their current traits have... We've got a torch. Got some
As
deeds.
victories mount, so too will resistance.
Giant oyster. Let's pry that open. Nice. Nice. And unfortunately, we can't carry it all. Right. Is it worth tossing a... What's it worth tossing at this stage? That's a lot of gold coming in, and we do need some. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ease up. Grab one of these. They're both common items, but we'll take the Blight Charm. buff you with that. 33% debuff. That's not actually overall a bad thing to have, actually, thinking on that. 3 rounds is only a little time, but if we did that before a boss encounter, that might be worth it. Anyway, we head back. I know I had 2 torches left, but I really didn't want to toss these away.
The path is clear.
We might need the extra pathing.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Right, let's make sure nothing's going to come back and ambush us before we go to here. Not quite. Right, onwards. And a slight lowered torch effect while we're doing this, which is always nice. Okay, so how are you doing for rooms here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can actually afford to go and camp next time on the. Well, we'll see. Maybe the time after that, because obviously I want the buffs from the from resting to be relevant during the boss encounter. Oh, we need some more heirlooms, which increases the number we have, and we have an extra torch slot. And we've encountered some things. Not surprised them though. Right, plague grenade. You're not quite dead. I thought you might be dead, but you'll have to wait until we do this, which should kill you off, or at least put you very close to it. Well dodged. Yep, he's dead. Leaves sea maggot, who I'm going to stun because I don't like. Oh, 2
The ground quakes.
Stun because we don't like his damage reduction. Slash. I think we might have to do some healing here with our cultist in a moment. For the moment, let's try stunning you. Actually worked and cleared the corpses away, which is always nice. Stun you as well. Right. Do the weirdness. 13 and resist the lead. It's such a nice ability, that one. Breakthrough. Okay, that's an achievement unlocked for something. Well, I suppose we might as well go and do some spot heals around here then. You can heal yourself. And we know it does have brine effects, which causes a debuff, but it shouldn't be all that worrying, and in fact we kill it now, so it doesn't matter.
Ghoulish horrors.
Right.
Low
Again, 250 gold versus a torch. Arguably, we can afford to not have a torch at this stage and try to build up a little more cash. We'll see, though. It's not necessarily an argument I agree with. Meantime, though, another encounter, pretty much the same, though we do have to get rid of you fast, I think. Let's go for blinding gas and just get rid of your attacks. Good. Gonna go for some bile here, just because it will speed up the killing of you. And there you have. Apparently 0 blight resistance. How do you manage to block that? Doesn't matter, I suppose. Artillery, that's crit. In fact, you're dead because of the bleed effect, and now we just need to really deal with this thrall. As we know what happens with this thrall if we don't kill him soon. Grab. And some brine, which missed. Call of the Deep. Right, this is worrying now. He's been buffed. Let's sacrifice him before he explodes. Don't like things that are buffed that can explode for mass damage. I will, however, go for a plague grenade just because that's likely to be lethal to you. Was. Leaving just the sea maggot. Who I'm going to attempt to stun. Now, stun it does have a high resistance too. Well, I suppose I could have just got unlucky. I suppose you can afford to do a threat. It's quite a slow thing, and we got plenty of attackers up, so there we go. Revert you back. And we are laughing in terms of gold at this stage.
Push on to the task's end.
Right, let's apply some medicinal herbs onto... Can I apply that onto you? I don't know. Apparently I can, but I can't do it now. I think we're going to trade that away for the money. We know we're going to use a key in a moment, but... God darn it. More inventory space required. Right, heirloom chest. Use the key. Which gave us a lot of crests. We were expecting that, though. No scout report for an extra area, though. Alright, let's move on one more room, and then we'll camp up. Also, use our shovel.
Another mariner. Another misfortune.
Which gives us another inventory space available. Brackish tide pool, eh? This colour looks slightly off. Let's try the anti-venom on it. Nice. Okay, I was hoping... Okay, no, we'll take that. It didn't really do a lot for us in the long run, but... It's something. Alright, light the torch, move in. And it's another encounter like this, and it has cultists who are surprised. Good. Right. Even though they are, I'm going to... No, actually, we can have a plague grenade here. We've got a reasonable chance of going faster than them as well, so... Right, let's prevent that. 5 damage. Stunned. You're pretty out of this, aren't you? Couldn't make sure of it, but I think what we'll do is we'll go sacrificial stab and try and do some damage to the Guardian. No, actually, we'll Iron Swan and just get rid of you at the back. Right, now we'll take a couple of hits. We're in for the old gods.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
And bleed, but that's fine. We actually have an ability to fix that. And you're guarding... that's annoying. Actually, that shouldn't matter, actually. He's dead anyway. Let's dodge the flow. Even though you can't, I'm actually going to just manacles you for stun. You're out. Our Glyph Keeper can now go for a sacrificial stab. Another 3. Heal you of the bleed effect. Right, stun resist and a hack. Which is enough to kill. And you missed with whatever you were going to do. Corpse dead. That level of bleed damage actually is... plague blight damage rather, is actually really effective at tearing corpses up. But we have ways of doing that anyway. Vial. So that's 3 damage around, but I don't imagine that'll actually be relevant to a lot of things. I imagine we can make it. Nah, not quite. You are dead, so we've got the next round to... Oh, actually, no, you're not. 1 health remaining. Still, I'm going to bank on it being done and go for a stress heal. I'm going to go stunning you just because that will give us 2 rounds to heal up. Remember, you have a stun attack as well. Remember, you do have that because I will forget. Another, wow, crit 22 for the Eldritch heal. Didn't even cause bleed. We're a fully healed party at this stage, aren't we? Yes, we are fully healed and not doing too bad in the stress department either. I can't pass the turn because I've still suffered stress. But he honestly had nothing to do. That's going to be something to note, actually. I can't afford to get myself into corners.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
Slayer
fall.
ring. Is that worth equipping now? That might be worth equipping now, you know. I'm just trying to work out whether it's better than a Solar Crown. There are a lot of Eldritch on this map. That's the only reason I'm looking at this. So your dodge is massively reduced, but that's because of your effects at the moment. We don't have a key, so we'll just try and open it. Contents are ours. More deeds, which is always good. Do I want to give the Solar Crown to anybody else, though? No, I think we're all fine. I mean, Dylan's the only person other than Arhelion who would have any stress anyway, but our most stressed person has the box of anti-stress anyway. So, time for camping.
A moment of respite.
We have
A chance to steel oneself.
I don't even need the
against
stress heal,
horrors.
do I? No, I don't need the stress heal. Otherwise, I would go for it, but I don't need the stress heal. I can probably do it myself at this point. Right. We have no wound cares to worry about. Let's buff you for a stress relief. Retarget disease, 20% disease resist. Dark Ritual, reduce torchlight by 100, increase stress by 15. There's not a lot I want to do here, is there? The Quickening. The Quickening might not be a bad one to go with. Imagine they're non-religious, but I don't need to reduce the stress at this stage. Can I just skip it? I don't think it's going to let me skip, is it? Alright, fine. The Quickening. Oh, we can just rest. Alright, no, honestly, I didn't realize this, but I don't have any stat boosts, which is probably a shame. I don't want to give extra stress, because I still don't know what this Siren's going to do to us. So, any plus 20 stress I don't think is necessarily a good idea.
The light, the promise of safety.
But perhaps I was a bit too cautious there. Anyway, we move on. We're going to go up first, just on the off chance that it is there, but I imagine it's down and we hit a trap.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Okay, so dodge and reduction. And next we have the Eerie Coral. What is eerie about the coral? Absolutely nothing. And yes, better than a trap. Torch and
In
free.
Radiance, may we find victory.
Nothing here, no scouts. Okay, we'll go up here anyway. Ah, that's some more stress coming my way then.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
And also that's used with torchlight, obviously, so... Size contents are ours. I have 150 gold. Good, is what we needed coming out of this.
Purchase, spirits are
Is this
lifted,
a Siren boss
and
time?
purpose is made clear.
No. So we know where it is. Right, to backtrack we go. And all we did about here was just increase our stress far more than we needed to bother with, but at least we know. We know. Right, 2 more areas to traverse. God darn it. This is going to be a stress boss, isn't it? I just know it. Alright, so we got 3 people above 50. We were doing well before we camped. So well. Alright. I got 3 torches. We got 2 more rooms to go through. Well, room and possible encounter. Yes, it is an encounter. They are surprised. And that surprise means I'm going to be stunning them here. So, because I have a stun that does the front 2 and a stun that does the back 2, I might as well actually just go and bile the middle 2. Because we know we're going first before any of them, regardless of speed count, so I can afford to do this. The only downside is this does cause the dodge and damage reduction, but we gained a completely free round out of this. In fact, we gained 2 free rounds out of this. Done some blight damage. In fact, I think we killed that one. Yeah, that one's actually dead. So, all in all, that went well. Manacles then. They all have stun resistance, so let's not do that. So let's instead go for some more blight. Let's lower their blight resistance as well as an added sort of bonus to that. Plague Grenade at the back should be lethal for the back one. Meaning I just need to stab you. Or just destroy you. That's how you cure stress here. You just destroy things. 9 damage. But you do extra damage to these things now. Let's see how much. Only 10, but, you know, 10's not bad. We're going to stress heal. And we're going to apply a minor wound. It's looking so good. I mean, it still is, in fairness. This isn't exactly a bad situation we've been in. It's just, am I going to regret not being absolute full health going into the next battle? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Hack. Well, that's 11 with a damage reduction, actually, so it's not
Success so clearly
entirely
in
bad here.
view. Or is it merely a trick
that's a right
of the light?
Alright, fine. Well, we've gone and done that now, so we might even have that buff still going into the next encounter. But for now, let's move on. Throw the torch up. Trap. Gain another torch, which I must know how it works. We've only burned 14 of these up to this point. Wow. It burns. Okay. Time to try and kill one siren. Let's see how this goes. Something tells me
The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image.
okay.
She is their queen and their slave.
So, I think we're going to start... I'm not going to go straight into Abomination mode, but I'm probably going to do that next round. Let's try and stun away one of her 2 actions. And I should have checked how... She actually does stun. I mean, obviously she has 2 actions, so it's not a guaranteed thing at this stage, but... It does give me the ability to do... Oh, actually, something else is really bad in this fight, I've just realised. Okay. Start with Vulnerability Hex. So she loses her first attack. Wicked Hack. Oh, we just lowered her dodge and then she still manages... Oh, whatever. Summon Desire. Resist. Okay, I think transform time has now come. And now we're going to regret things, but we're going to start raking. 7. But the answer is, because of her position, I can't actually... Oh! We got Abyssal Artillery. Well, that happened. Stab, 12 damage. Go for a Yelp. Stun both. I think the plan now is just prevent our Abomination monster from attacking at this stage as much as we can. Bleed is up, and that Blight is up though, and that should be good. Stab 17 crit. Jesus, our occultist is starting to kick ass now. Alright, first act, Pressure Crush. Here comes some stress. Yeah, we've got some Dylan at the back looking a bit dodgy. I could go for an additional stun attempt here. Because he's got a damage boost as well. I know he's got a lower chance of being stunned here, but... I did resist it. I'm wondering if she orders the attack. Because he doesn't have a tick by him at this stage, so it might be that he orders the attack. Which would be interesting. More Blight, please. Because you're actually not that Blight resistant. And you're back. Stabby, stabby. Not 3 crits in a row. You are disappointed, sir. Hellion is resisting like nothing. I mean, Hellion is now useless in terms of damage, but amazing in terms of everything else. Some more stun. This has so far been the easiest boss, but I think that's because we keep preventing her from doing her main trick. No point in stunning here. I might as well just go for an attack. Low damage though it is. 9 is still 9. And now you're into range to do slam. And that proves you forward as well. Debuffs. Yeah, I think we go and stab. Glyphkeeper has done so much damage this round. So much damage. Oh, you can have the Hellion at this stage. Rolf? I think you're beaten. Easily. 5 rounds. Well, 6 rounds, obviously, because I have to starve. No, actually, I can still do it now.
Seafaring trade,
That was
the
easy.
lifeblood of any port, can resume again now that the routes are safe.
Okay. Well, this is an uncommon thing rather than a common item we got, so I suppose Disease Charm might be better than that, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait, it's a rarity, so I think the rare item is probably what we want to keep. We got 1 torch, so we can get rid of one of these 2. I'm going to keep the Disease Charm over the torch at this stage, I think. And that is almost certainly worth more than the bandages. Quest complete. We are returning to Hamlet in glory and with Glod. And with many, many crests. And nothing to say about beating the Siren. So 5,000 in collected treasure, that puts us up to about 10,000 overall money, which is good. We're not going to spend all of that, but we want to spend at least some of it, possibly curing a certain abomination's curiosity, I think. Definitely springs to mind. And we picked up a few deeds and things, which, all in all, looks good. And Topher Boy now jumps to level 3. Katsuna, the only person to gain anything that did also gain the disease, lethargy. And is now quite close to leveling to level 3. So we now have backup options at the 3rd tier, which is, I think, what we wanted before we wanted to do those level 3 adventures. But we shall see. There's a lot still to go through. The Siren is beaten.
This great foulness.
Everybody gained a little bit of stress relief. Newmarkle's now fine. I've been talking over you, but I don't care. New quirk, Enlightened. Remove Jack quirk from you. Silence the Siren's call. Indeed you did. So we're still quite a way away from things here, but let's have a quick look at how we're shaping up here. So we haven't quite gotten the next... I know there's going to be a second boss there somewhere. We still have the Weald, the Warrens, and the Ruins to do. The Swine Prince for that. I think I looked at that before the Guardian Shield. It's not a position 4 increases, but I don't use my men-at-arms that way. The Hero's Ring could be helpful, but so far Virtue and Stress have not really been a major factor in things thus far. I've been managing to keep well on top of that throughout most of the Let's Play. So I'm not sure how useful extra Virtue Chance would necessarily be. What I'm going to do, though, is obviously we got a diseased person here, so we're going to put you into the medical ward. Tvarji, thankfully, being a quite cheap disease to cure. Does mean, though, I can't cure you of your curiosity until next time, but, you know. We'll do what we do. We have 9,000 gold available to us. I'm probably going to look towards my lower level party members here and see who else I can push up the ranks. We may also have a look at Topher Boy and see what we can actually... what I can actually do about things. Good news is, I do have 2 slots in the bar and the church these days, so it doesn't matter that you've taken up one of those spots. We have a full roster, but I think what I might do in the future, one of my sort of considerations, is I might want to train up a low-level team just to grind some money in the lower levels. Because we've been tipping and toeing around the points of getting lots of cash in and then spending it all. Which, in fairness, is what we're supposed to do. If we don't spend the money, we're not making advances in the game. But it does seem to have some issues when, you know, we suddenly don't have enough money to do missions. So, we shall see. We shall see. Certainly, though, that is one boss down, and I think we may be doing another boss next time. I'm looking at you, the Necromancer Apprentice, the only one of the bosses before this Let's Play I knew anything about. We're going to take him down next time. We hope. Until then.